So the Titanfall beta is now in open beta, and I've had the chance to play about 3 games. Not too much, but I have had enough to form my opinions. So if you don't know what Titanfall is, it's made by the people who made Call of Duty 4, and it's basically a mix between Mirror's Edge and Call of Duty, with a little bit of Hawking in there as well. You play as pilots, which is a class that has basically boosters on their back, so you can wall run, you can jump up things, go invisible, and you can also pilot these things called Titans, which are like huge mech suits. Now the things I like about the game is that the hit registration is awesome. I unfortunately have to connect to the East Asia servers, so I'm getting like 200 ping, and I'm still hitting every time. I don't see any noticeable lag when I get hit. I sort of understand how I died. It's none of that bullshit where you get shot behind walls. That is because it's running on the Source engine, if you didn't know. The Source engine is the engine that has run Counter-Strike, and that is to be considered by most the best first-person shooter for competitive shooting. Now the game is only 6v6, so it's 6 players versus 6 other players, but that is because there is a group of AI players on the field as well called grunts. Now, these, I just thought to be cannon fodder, really. I thought they were just there for shooting and getting some points. But they have a sort of a purpose as well. When you start the game, you drop in as pilots, and the minions, or the grunts, are already on the field, and you run into buildings, and you see them dragging their fallen mates, you see them just about to execute an enemy grunt, all that kind of stuff, and you see them do that. Now the 6v6 does sort of make sense because you're playing as a higher class, you're playing as the pilots. So the minions or the grunts below you are actually just normal everyday soldiers, and you're playing as the upper class. So it really does make sense that there's 6v6. Even if it could have stretched to 12v12, it does still make sense that you're playing with AI players. The AI are controlling the general sort of infantry line, and you're playing the special operations dudes in awesome suits that can control awesome suits. So it does sort of make sense. Now grunts are really easy to kill. They take like 3 bullets and they're dead, so you can easily get multi-kills, and generally they have a scripted pattern of where they go. So on the other map, not this map that you're seeing right now, but on the other one, I ran into like 4 guys running along a basically a canyon, and I jumped on top of them and blew them up, and it was awesome, and I felt like a boss. Pilots, on the other hand, take a lot of bullets. They're the real players, so they sort of have a lot more health. So it's not like Call of Duty or Battlefield, where as soon as you get shot, you're basically screwed and you have to sort of accept your fate. There is a lot more health in this game, so you can turn around and sort of fight your way off. Another thing I really like is the movement. You feel really, really nimble. You feel so fast. You feel awesome. You can wall run, double jump, all that kind of good stuff. You feel like you can just go sprinting and jumping forever, which you really can do. There's also a feature in the options menu that turns on automatic sprinting, so this game is basically like, you sprint or you die. Now the Titans are fairly good to control. They are a bit slow and clunky, and I did sort of feel a bit out of place in them. They are pretty huge and really powerful, but I sort of didn't feel very nimble like I did with the pilots. I felt really clunky and hunkered down. I felt like I was playing Battlefield again, where everything's just so, you're on the ground, you jump like 2 feet in the air, if that. Whereas with the pilots, I was jumping and leaping and frogging all over the place, and I felt awesome. But with the Titans, even though they are powerful, I sort of do prefer being a pilot because you can jump around and you can do all this good stuff and all of that. The weapons also feel balanced. There is a pistol that on paper sounds completely out there. It actually locks on to targets, and it locks on, you fire and you shoot it, and it's boom, they're dead instantly because the bullets actually follow them. But it does take a while to lock on to human players, and it needs about 3 or 4 lock-ons, so you're waiting about 5-ish seconds to actually shoot, so you really got to pick your times wisely. You can't go head-on into someone with this pistol and expect to sort of lock on and press a button and win. So the weapons are fairly balanced. I haven't actually played enough to actually test all of the weapons yet, but I am liking what I'm seeing so far. Unfortunately, this is probably the only footage I'll be able to capture of the beta, as I probably won't be playing it that much until it ends, which I think is actually tomorrow or the next day. But I will be picking up the full game when it releases, and you can expect to see a lot of gameplay from that. I've been waiting for this game for a while now, but I've only just gotten excited about it after seeing proper gameplay videos and seeing just how nimble the pilots are. So that's all of my first impressions. I haven't actually played enough to extend the video past 5 or 6 minutes, unfortunately, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm playing, and I'm liking what I'm feeling as well. So it's definitely made me want to pick up the game even more. So thank you very much for watching this video. I know it's quite short, but yeah, I just wanted to get it out there. So thank you very much for watching this video. My name is GeneralMittens, and I'll see you in the next video.